Self-proc weakness policy. Is it a strategy best left in a Dynamax format back in Sword and Shield, or can we make it work today with a Pokemon that takes less damage from super effective attacks? I'm talking about Dawnwing's Necrozma. I'm excited to find out if this team can put in the work today. We're going to be bulldozing ourselves. We're going to be procking the weakness policy. And if you're excited, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's hop into some battles here, shall we? Immediately, we're going up against the bane of Regulation G. It is going to be the Shadow Rider Calyrex, and that is bad for Duskwing's Necrozma, do not get me wrong. Unlike the that is bad for, we're using Dawnwings today. Duskwings I just used. Unlike the Duskwings team, I'm not relying on my Necrozma to set Trick Room. This Necrozma does not have Trick Room. Instead, we're hoping to switch it in after setting it a different way. We do have Wide Guard on the Conkeldurr, which is a Pokemon that I have not seen or used in 1 million years. So I could maybe do that if I think that they're going to go for spread moves here in the beginning. I'm not seeing any priority, so I don't really feel any need to bring... I don't feel any need to Trick Room. Well, no. Our only Trick Room setter is going to be the Farigiraf, so... Yeah, only one Trick Room setter on this. Actually, I didn't put Trick Room on this Pokemon, right? Or did I? No, I didn't. Let's lead with you. And with you. And I'm going to go with you in the back, and I'm going to go with you. Even though they get the Psychic Terrain, and I have no way of resetting the terrain, don't have a terrain setter on my team, King Gambit is just such a nice answer to Calyrex because it is immune to Expanding Force. It resists Spectral, whatever that move is, that crazy move is. And it still isn't fully weak to whatever fairy move that the Calyrex is packing. All right. I'm a bit nervous about a move going into Farigiraf, but our only recourse here is to set the Trick Room with Farigiraf. Do I feel like I can Tera to avoid... No, we're flying Tera. We're not going to do that. We don't need to do that. I do just need a Wide Guard here to hope that they... I feel like they go for like a fairy move into Conkeldurr. And I'm hoping whatever the Chi-Yu does is not enough to kill Farigiraf. But the nice thing about leading with the Wide Guard here is that we are covering for the Heat Wave and the Snarl as well. They're going to Tera Fairy immediately, which tells me that they are going to go for the the Tera Blast into Conkeldurr. Usually they're running Tera Blasts or Draining Kiss at the moment. There's the Tera Blast. Did they go for Conk? They did. So whatever you went for here, Chi-Yu, please just do not kill my Farigiraf. I believe we're a sassy nature. It's overheat. Oh, man. That was necessary. That was absolutely necessary. All right. Now, strategy is still in play. Probably should have taken my time a little bit more in getting this guy out here, but it is what it is. We got a bulldoze, and I think now what you can do here is you can Tera flying the can I do that? The Farigiraf to avoid the Earthquake? I think I can do that, honestly. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to Tera, because I think that it can just, still think it can help me, and then I can Earthquake with you. Part of me is thinking the better play there was actually to Tera, you can Tera Fire the Necrozma. I keep wanting to call it Solgaleo. You can Tera Fire the Necrozma to avoid Will-O-Wisps, but also you're still weak to Bulldoze, so I thought that in this exact team, it would be a nice strategy to resist oncoming fire moves, be immune to Will-O-Wisp, but still be able to proc weakness policy with Bulldoze if you need to. However, this is the alternate strategy where these two next to each other, you can just Bulldoze and avoid your own Earthquake. Doing very, very little. 2 Necrozma here. Procking the weakness policy. It's so awesome we're getting this in the first game. Let's see how much this Earthquake does. Did quite a bit. Okay. Now I think we can Hyper Voice. We don't have to worry about... I think we just... Because they're not a Ghost type either anymore, so I can just Earthquake and Hyper Voice. And that way, if they follow me, doesn't matter. I can't get redirected on the Sunsteel Strike. One thing I'm a little bit nervous about is, can the Indeedee... I think I underspeed the Indeedee with Necrozma. Actually, unless they were running some kind of negative speed or something, I'm sure that Necrozma underspeeds Indeedee at min speed. Because they switch out, I get my Sitrus Berry. That's very funny. Landorus is going to come out. They will avoid the Earthquake here. Very good switch. But they're going to stare down just a single target Hyper Voice. So I'm not mad about getting that chip. Slowly but surely, we're trying to bring it back here. That was some pretty good damage, I'm not going to lie. I'm not mad about it. Chi-Yu comes out now. It'll take more damage from a Hyper Voice on this turn. Does the Chi-Yu have Protect, do we think? 2 turns of Trick Room. Gosh, it might come down to... Actually, how many turns of Psychic Terrain are left? That's a big deal. 3 turns. Can King Gambit stall out? I think it actually might be able to. If Trick Room ends and it's King Gambit versus Calyrex in the end, could be really important. Okay, I can Hyper Voice there. I think I just EQ again. Yeah, I think so. They do not have Protect on the Chi-Yu, and they don't protect the Landorus either. They could get a lot of damage off onto... They're Sash on the Chi-Yu. That means they're not Sash on the Calyrex. That's really important. Hyper Voice it also means the Chi-Yu was still around for the Beads of Ruin to affect the damage output on that Hyper Voice. And they end up Sludge Bombing into Farigiraf instead of going for like an Earth Power. And they can't poison me because they're Life Orb. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute. This is like a really tight game. We Hyper Voice there, and I think we can just Sunsteel Strike into the Calyrex. Likely a Protect on the Calyrex. It's actually looking like it's going to be a Protect on both. Okay. Man, how do I still dig this out? We got the strategy to activate, and now we're just playing against some of the best Pokemon in the entire format. I don't have Protect on the Farigiraf. I could let that die. But if I let it die... I could also just swap this thing in hard. Does that benefit me in any way? Is it the last turn of Trick Psychic Terrain? Yes. Okay, that's actually really interesting. I'm going to get you in. And I'll just protect you for 1 turn. We might avoid a Sludge Bomb here is what I'm thinking. We might be immune to one. They Astral Barrage. We will resist this. This means they won't have a special attack boost, is what I was kind of trying to do there. By the time that King Gambit comes in. King Gambit absolutely eats that. And they do just Sludge Bomb into the Farigiraf slot. Okay. We're Swords Dance, not Ironhead. I think my best chance at living a Astral Barrage is no boosts, single target, or sorry, no boosts, double target. Like, this is the play where I can try and make this happen. We get rid of the Landorus there with the Sucker Punch. We have Prism Armor, so we should take less damage from this than normal. Let's go. Let's go. Calyrex Shadow Rider 2. Ugh. Feels really good knocking that thing off its horse. Go back to Adventure Time, you weird little freak. Doesn't it look like it's from Adventure Time? I'm pumped. Good game to my opponent. We got a Zacian team. I don't love seeing the Corviknight either. To be honest with you, it's not... Yeah, it's like a pretty big gap in the strategy is that I don't have a great way of hitting steel types. Well, sorry, I don't have a great way of hitting Corviknight, right? Because I can hit steel types with Earthquake. But what do I hit Corviknight with in these 4 moves? I struggle. Now, that might mean it's a Vikavolt game. I don't hate it. I do not hate it. Let's give Vikavolt its time in the sun. I'm excited about it. Now, Vikavolt is here on this team for one reason. And it's that this thing does get Bulldoze. So this Vikavolt is packing Bulldoze. It'll do very little damage because it's not a physical attacker. But we'll see if we even get a chance to use Bulldoze here, because I think we might need to use Vikavolt's special attack stat to get rid of some of these Pokemon. I feel like there's a pretty good chance I can get up Trick Room here, if I'm honest with you. Because the Zacian will go first, and it will just kill Amoonguss. I can also Tera Water. Tera Water makes me resist the Sunsteel, or the sword, too. Like, I could just... I don't hate it. I think I am just going to Tera Water. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's probably my best use of it on in this game. We'll hit that, and we'll drop the TR. Are they going Grass Tera or something? Stellar Tera. Okay, okay. Yeah. That will mean that I do not... That will mean that... They... God, I still do not have the Stellar mechanics memorized. It ended up being such a nothing burger that I just didn't... Like, you're not forced to learn what some of these mechanics do. I can't remember if it makes it super effective against me because I'm Tera. I can't remember if it's only Tera Blast that does that. I can't remember if this is dealing super effective damage. No, we were fine. We were fine. I'm glad I Terra'd. They knock off. They do end up killing Amoonguss there, but I'm going to pretend like Terra-ing saved me from dying in one hit there. Because that's what's conducive to my to my narrative of being intelligent. Otherwise, I just look like an idiot. That can't happen. Not online. I'm going to bulldoze and I'm going to EQ. I might end up killing my own Farigiraf. I kind of don't care. I'd like to get Vikavolt in as fast as possible so that I can get these, so that I can get the Trick Room turns. I can make best use of the Trick Room turns. I think I might just knock out both of these Pokemon, like... And I'm not mad about the fact that, like, Solgaleo basically has a built-in clear amulet. Necrozma-Solgaleo does not. So if I can get rid of their Intimidator, too... I am not upset. Maybe they didn't even bring the Corviknight. That's an option that I wasn't even thinking about. We're going to proc our own Sitrus Berry, too, there. We're seeing no protects on any of these restricteds, by the way, and it's really freaking me out. I'm going for the Lando here, right? If I can Sunsteel the Lando... They can't Thunderclap. Yeah, this is the play. They're just going to protect. Okay. Good. Good try. Oh, Cosmo, you're putting in work, man. You're putting in work. Come on. Earned the thumbnail already. Oh, man. The strategy is strong when you pull it off. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. Did they already Tera? They did. So we can just... Whoop. Everybody die. Everybody die. Didn't even need the Vikavolt. I brought it. Don't say I didn't bring it, okay? Don't try and tell me I didn't bring it. Necrozma's just going to cement itself as the top long neck hater, I guess. Whether it's an ally or not. Dropping everybody there with Earthquake. Got all 4 KOs in that game. I don't think that was true of the first game too, but the thing definitely put in work in this video. You can't say it didn't. Though I will say this is another team that I feel like is high risk, high reward, just like the Duskwings Necrozma was in the video. Yeah, the other day. Yeah, good game to my opponent. That's going to be it for today's video. Again, while we're still in the casual ladder here, I am only doing 2 battles per video. We'll see if I change it up when we go back into the ranked ladder when the rule set goes live. Right now, this is an amazing time saver for me, even though we're just clipping off 1 battle. All the background work that, time that I'm saved doing the background work, even just to only look for 2 battles while I'm recording is massively helpful on my end at a time that is very busy in, the work that I'm going to be doing this week. So it's like, I get it. You want to see more than 2 battles, but also you got to understand a lot of people click away after 1 battle, let alone 2. So just it's what's working for me right now. Please forgive me. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is typically when I stream. Do come by. And also, if you're interested in Regulation G, if you're excited about it going into effect in like a week and a half, I think. Next weekend? Soon. Click on one of these other videos. Thanks for clicking on this one in the first place, but click on one of these because there's more teams out there I'm using, and they're weird. I use weird Pokemon. That's why you subscribe to the channel.